All right, we are live. Welcome to the Spin and Backfist MMA show for Thursday, February 19th. We've got UFC Fight Night Houston this weekend. Good card, pretty good card. Exciting that we got a card in front of a crowd, especially after a week off. Feels nice. Of course, we are here brought to you by Blue Chew. Shout out to Blue Chew. You already know what time it is. Time to level up, and Blue Chew just dropped something crazy. I'm talking next level, championship belt, gold-plated energy. Blue Chew Gold, the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're only talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping, mixed with apiformine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and connection in your brain and body. This is peak passion and peak performance in a single tablet. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. Special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold. You see it right here with code SPINNIN. That's promo code SPINNIN. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Shout out Blue Chew.
Shut up, Blue Chew.
Where do we start today? I feel like there's 2 places to start. It's Sean Strickland or it's Dan Hooker.
Yeah, Dan Hooker. Ironic last name. I guess not. It doesn't seem like he was actual hookers, but seems like his side chick exposed him.
So, yeah, this was a wild thing to wake up to this morning. I woke up 7:30 a.m., open Twitter. First thing I see, Dan Hooker's Dan Hooker's girlfriend. He has a wife, I believe.
He does. I think
his girlfriend is accusing him of being in swinger chats and like hooking up with men, women.
And then she included screenshots where people are saying, no way, that's actually Dan Hooker.
She also accuses him of being like physical with her.
Yeah, that was a tough one. That's a very serious accusation, more serious than the swinger stuff.
Yeah,
because they could be like
freaky's freaky, but
yeah, maybe he just him and his wife have an
open
agreement.
relationship.
Yeah, you never know about that stuff.
No judgment there, but you can't be getting physical with the ladies if that that's the accusation. Just one of those never a dull day, never a dull moment in the MMA world.
I tweeted, listen, I'm not trying to spin this into like a positive light, but MMA Twitter is truly one of the more just ridiculous, like you never know what's going to happen places. It's a place that I hope no women are being abused. I don't want that. But just the world of MMA Twitter is a fascinating one to be in. And I tweeted today, I'm like, I pity people who aren't in it. Because there's so much happens from the creators to the fighters it's the most crazy like just group of characters.
If you took someone that didn't follow like MMA like we do and just started breaking down the drama that we've got in the last 6 months, say, their jaw would be on the ground.
Like I just wake up today and I'm like, oh, one of the fighter headline this weekend, Variety wrote a piece about him.
Yeah. I mean,
and then another
insane.
One of my favorite fighters was accused of having a mistress, being gay, all kinds of things. I wake up, that's before 9 a.m.
Exactly. It's
just Thursday morning.
So we'll see. I mean,
we
were saying Dan Hooker's so like out there in the media, outspoken. I'm sure he's going to address this.
Well, that's why he's just so he does a lot of interviews. He does like long form interviews. I'm a big fan. He does his 1 minute scraps.
Yep.
Where he has random people sign up and they literally just pick 2 names out of a hat, fight each other, just bracket style.
All of the Oscar Willis
the winner
interviews are great.
Yeah, Oscar Willis is at usually all of them, and then usually the winner wins like decent chunk of change. But he's just out there a lot, so he talks shit. So it's giving how he kind of just like the next time we see him, he obviously just fought twice in a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah,
I wonder. Has Patty said anything?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I haven't seen anything.
It was funny. I mean, his teammate did Shamrock said, "Just know if I ever get as famous as Dan Hooker, there will be stuff coming out." So
that was a funny tweet.
That's the way to get ahead of a headline.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was a bit shocking. She also took a shot at his grappling.
That was
said he should focus on his shit grappling. Yeah, no. Also, his grappling's not that bad. He just went up against two of the best grapplers in the UFC.
Maybe one of the most damning things she said, all things considering he is an MMA professional.
Yeah, and like if anything, Dan Hook,
that his grappling sucks.
His
grappling's becoming underrated.
Yeah, because we got
the Patty quote, obviously.
Yeah. But all that being said, it's a wild world out there. Ev's right. There's a billion storylines on MMA Twitter.
The Sean Strickland one being the other one that's making all the headlines.
It's the headline of Variety of all places.
Yeah.
That's the world we're in with Paramount now.
I think
we're in the movie business.
Paramount. It's the Paramount aspect. And here's the thing. I just did Sean Strickland. Here's the thing, guys. I don't think Sean Strickland he even thought that he was doing something for Paramount or with Paramount. He's just at a regular media day. That's a media day that he's done a bit. Yeah, like
it was like a little more. I felt like not like over the. I felt like he was like trying to make headlines more.
That's fair.
Couldn't agree more. I was going to say
the
same thing. This felt like in the past. It felt like sometimes there was this like innocence. Definitely isn't the right word, but this like he's just kind of going with the flow. He's like saying things,
what's on his mind.
What's on his mind? Yeah, just like flowing. Whatever. Now it feels like he's like leaning. Like this felt like almost clout chasing.
I saw someone say he's trying to be an edgelord.
Yes.
And I think that's 100% right.
Agreed. I think it felt like he was really leaning into like going out of his way to be like, who cares about women's sports? And he's
2 weeks after
he's dropping
still talking about Bad Bunny.
He's dropping the F word that's not fuck just blatantly, and he's like doing all these like it felt like he was pushing all the buttons of like
dropping like
left wing get mad at me, like everyone get mad at me kind of thing. Because now everyone's like, now the other side of the aisle is all just kind of like, not even the aisle, just kind of like people that are just like, fuck this guy. Now everyone's like, I see all morning, I'm seeing videos of him getting knocked out by Pereira and shit like that. And him just getting like bodied by like when Sugar said the thing about his dad. And
I've been seeing that everywhere today.
Said the thing as well.
This might be crazy. Is the juice worth the squeeze for the UFC with Sean Strickland at this point? Is he causing them more headaches than money he's bringing in?
As I would assume they don't care. It only gives them more, like gives people more. I think Dana would say this is the fight business. We want to have people that people want to lose.
Dana does say all the time, don't expect fighters to be role models. Like, sure, if you hate that, you could watch him get knocked out.
Get knocked out and cheer against him. And also, I think,
just in terms of, do you think Paramount will come?
No, I don't think they care. I don't think they. Well, I think what the UFC would say is this isn't a guy we just signed. This is what you paid for.
True.
Now, if you want us to we're not going to ruin our relationship with you over Sean Strickland, but but they're going to, I don't think they're going to tell him stop.
It's like, I think it would be, I don't know if it's different, but like if he were an exciting fighter, if he were this guy, like if he was a Sean O'Malley and the case.
I mean, he's a big time fighter.
He is, but all of his fights suck.
To an extent, I would say the DDP fights were fine. The last one was not as good. The first one was pretty good. The Izzy fight, I mean, it's one of the biggest upsets in UFC history.
Yeah, just like rewatching that fight. It's like a frustrating fight to watch.
I think like the power.
He's a frustrating fighter.
He's not Poton. Yeah, he's not Poton.
I think he's, but I feel like that's become more of a narrative because people have started to dislike him more.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I think that's like those two things have kind of went hand in hand. Where like when he was outlandish, but he was like kind of winning and like he was fighting all the time and like sparring maniac, people liked it. And then now, and I even agree with you, where like it's for him even personally, it's starting to take like kind of like a dark turn where it feels like he's doing it on purpose. He's even like turned up the normal strong Strickland notch to like from like a 7 to like a 10.
Yeah,
where now he's like full blown, just like like you said, hitting every button.
It also, I feel like it's when he says time and time again how crazy his spars are and I'm gonna take his head off and knock him out, and then like over and over again we see him in these big headlining fights where he's point fighting and doing the like frustrating Sean Strickland thing, not really going for finishes.
He just doesn't have big knockout power, to be honest. Like there's not really like no one he's really just like flatlined anyone.
He's been flatlined.
That's yeah. I mean,
you're right. His people get on grappling, but he's kind of like he's just a boring striker. He's not that entertaining. I agree with that. I just do think people will tune in for him.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Now
this weekend is going to.
Now, it will be interesting. I wonder how Paramount feels about it. Do they just say, hey, we're in the fight business now? There's going to be some of these.
They might.
And Sean and Bryce Mitchell are probably the two worst, right?
No doubt. Gotta be. I'm
trying to think of others. Like
Bryce is the only one that like Dana eventually came out and was like, all right, I know I always say like free speech, but here's some stats on the Holocaust to prove how dumb what Bryce Mitchell just said was. He brought out the stats like it was like the gate at the fucking arena.
No,
I just think it was Dana can't say anything to them like to stop. It would just go against everything he stood on for like 20 years.
Yeah. Also, it would be a really bad look for the UFC because they like you said, they pride themselves on that.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of kind of the hardos of the world that say MMA is the only real sport left, the only sport that athletes can be athletes.
For men, like Sean Strickland saying, what happened to the NFL?
Exactly. Now, him talking about the NFL is a little weird. Yeah.
That's where it seemed to me like he's starting to lean into things and are like Bad Bunny and like all this. I'm like, God, like you don't.
So our Silky in the chat said Colby's also a moron. I don't even consider him part of the UFC anymore.
He's so far removed at this point.
It's a good point. A great point.
He says crazy shit and obviously has caused headaches for them. But
it is funny. It's like Justin P brings up a good point. Always hilarious when people aren't in the mix on MMA come across a Strickland rant. Yeah, but I think for us, I wasn't even shocked with anything you said because this is par for the course. I saw a lot of people saying, I don't want to be an MMA fan anymore because of Sean Strickland. I don't know what to say to that. If that's you, then that's fine. I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can still support
watching MMA.
But I guess if you want to boycott Sean Strickland fights, yeah.
Well, that's because I tweeted about like the MMA world just being like crazy. And I had some guy kind of be like, yeah, like too racist for me. And I was like, that's kind of a weird comment, respectfully. And he was just like, he just said Sean Strickland. I was like, that's one person.
Correct.
I was like, there's like hundreds of fighters in the UFC. And then obviously there's other leagues. There's thousands of fighters. Like I was like, I don't think one guy makes it like that. Like, so I was like, I promise you, I will find you just as like racist guy in the NFL, in the NBA, in wherever.
I promise you, I'll find one. Gatekeepy, but like, to say like those people were never real fans in the first place, but like
I saw like
probably weren't.
But
they probably weren't. It's true, but still,
I saw, like Jonathan Snowden say that.
Oh, God, Jonathan Snowden sucks.
So I don't know.
Come after me so many times.
I don't know. And that is to be honest.
Comes after me, and then he blocked me on Twitter, so he could come after me.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
He writes like he's an old school MMA journalist for sure. He's written many books on MMA, on Pride, but he just comes after me for no fucking reason.
He said he doesn't want to be a fan anymore because of the Sean Strickland. I said,
don't let the door hit you.
Yeah, I don't know if I completely hate Sean Strickland. That is cool. If you want to cheer and do that,
brother. I'm cheering on Fluffy this weekend.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
I mean, also Magic.
You made a good video on Fluffy.
Oh, thank you.
That was good on Spinning Back Fist.
The Magic made a good point on Fluffy. If Fluffy like chokes him out and like gets on top of him and then kind of becomes, because he made the comments about Ice, like the meme and everything that may have been made by one of our chat members.
Wasn't
but he like if Fluffy ragdolls him, it could be a huge weekend for him.
Oh yeah, or knocks him out. Imagine he knocked him out.
It'd be a huge weekend for him.
Yeah,
like he could jump the
weirdest thing I saw from Strickland recently was, did you see the video that he had in his training video where there was a trans fighter at the gym?
I did see
that was a little, I was just like, you could have just cut that out.
Yeah. And him bringing like Rittenhouse to get in Chris Curtis's head.
Oh yeah.
That was weird too.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it feels like that's what I'm
like
pointing. Like it seems like he's really like leaning so hard into that. Like it
feels like it's like, it feels like Facebook edgelord stuff, though.
Yes.
It doesn't feel hip and new. It feels like 2021 type shit. You know what I mean?
Do you think Clav is next for him, or do you think
he'll do something with Clav? He'll do something with Clav for sure.
Yeah,
oh, he may.
Freak.
No, he may actually think Clav. Yeah, he'd be like, these fucking looks maxing freaks. You're trans. That's I could see him saying that. But
trying to be too pretty.
He's done a lot of stuff with the influencers. Like he beat up Nick Naracina, beat up Sneeko.
I remember that.
Didn't knock him out though. They were big gloves.
He did beat the shit out of him though.
It was a little weird.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and also speaking of influencers, we obviously had the clip this weekend of Tiki knocking out Dean the Great, was it?
And then he also got flatlined by I think
He got
Larry
slapped. He got slapped by
Wheels.
somebody.
I saw, cause for talking to his girlfriend or wife or something, got smacked. And then like 24 hours later, Tiki, who is Aljamain's manager, Rampage's manager, used to fight in the UFC. Tiki Gosen, I think his last name is. Hits him with this fucking elbow from hell. It was a elbow. It was.
Yeah, he smoked him.
And
the sound, it was so funny. Everyone just thinks everything's like fake now. The sound is so loud.
You can't fake that.
No, and he dropped like he wasn't out cold, but he dropped.
I
like
wish we had a better camera angle.
Yeah, that guy fucked up. He just went down. I actually think he might have been trying to protect him because he was his filmer.
Yeah.
So that's actually probably a pro's pro, and his pro like not giving.
Just like not again.
It probably would have went even more viral if he's like just like down out.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of him this morning. I think he was in an influencer fight, one of the influencer fights.
Apparently he's undefeated in those.
That's what I clicked at his profile for the first time. He's 8-0 with 7 KOs. Is what he said. He had like a belt. I don't know. Listen, it could.
No, he's not bad. He's not a bad fighter. Like he could like beat up a lot of people, call him a loser, but he goes up against actual animals. But there's a video of him after he won. I don't know if he has like what's the word? Kind of wanting to be humiliated.
Oh, like a masochist?
Yeah, kind of.
Or something like that.
Because he did a flip after he won and he just landed on his neck. Like he didn't flip all the way.
Oh, no. Maybe this guy is like...
He's like a masochist.
Clip farming, jester maxing?
To an extent. He's a jester. And then he went in Larry Wheels. Like he was like, oh, I'll beat you up because I'm a real fighter. And Larry Wheels is like this bodybuilder. And Larry Wheels just picked him up and just like ragdolled him like you would ragdoll your 4-year-old cousin, you know?
And then even the way he went up to Tiki and was like, I'll smack the shit out of you. And Tiki was like, oh, seriously? Boom!
It's so funny when he walks in and the other guys are fighting him and you could hear him like yelling, basically saying like, oh, like he snuck me, like he snuck me.
Yeah.
And it was like you looked him dead in the eyes and said you
and then quote tweeted and said like he only attacked me because he knew I was intoxicated. It's like, no, he attacked you because you
said you were going to slap him.
What's crazy is, and you guys brought this up in the chat, I know a lot of these streamers. I didn't know who he was.
Didn't know him. Yeah, I never recognized
him. I had the names and
yeah.
or like they'll do stuff with you. I never heard of him.
Yeah, no.
I saw him with the Larry Wheel stuff and I was like, oh, that's a little weird, but whatever. I think it may be kind of he's clip farming to get more attention on him type thing.
I think he probably is. The Larry Wheels thing, I could see that being the smack wasn't fake, but I could see the scenario being like, we're going to build it to the point where I get smacked.
He also on his stream, I saw this clip just before we came in. He got mad because Dana posted it on his story.
Dana posting it made me laugh
so funny. And he basically said like, oh, like give me one of your lightweights or whatever, like I'll fight him. And Aljo obviously was featherweight. Aljo was like, basically, let's get it.
I saw they said like, I'll be your dance partner.
And he responded to Aljo and basically was like let's do it.
Dana should just let
Aljo
him
would do discuss like
if they did MMA, it would be. I mean, he could submit him in like 4 seconds.
Not even that. Yeah. I think he could
put him in a pretzel. Like literally, he could put his legs behind his head with his arms wrapped up in the same way. Like,
and then Strickland, of course, is accused Tiki of being a sexual
pedophile.
Yeah.
Pedophile. I don't know.
He brought that up again.
I believe he responded to the you said, quote, just former UFC fighter and pedophile.
Yeah.
I believe that was like.
But I remember, do you remember he did a video about it? He's like, I know if I wanted to do this. This was from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh,
that's start a GoFundMe to pay for.
Yes, he said, I don't know, but these are all allegations, but Tiki's a pedophile.
People have this conspiracy theory about that because he got like a title shot right after that and then didn't bring it up. People were like, he was given a title shot as hush money, and it's like, well, he's bringing it up now, so I don't think that was the case.
But I wonder how you sat down the UFC and like they really broke down who they value, how they value. I think they value Strickland highly.
I would have to think so
because the headliner this weekend and also a big crowd.
How many followers does he have on Instagram?
No, he doesn't.
A million.
No, he puts asses in seats.
And here's the thing:
whether you like him or not,
people know who he is.
Yeah,
for good and for worse.
100%.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to hear it, and maybe Paramount saying, hey, let's get away from that.
He's almost like just an elevated version of Bryce Mitchell in a way.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely
Bryce Mitchell, but he
way
could be
more
in headlining fight.
Like I bet this card does good numbers on Paramount.
Oh, I think it will.
I think people tune in and want to see Sean Strickland. Like you said, either you want to see him win or you want to see him lose.
Yeah.
And
I think it's as compelling, just like if he falls into that category, that's better for him.
And we're in that weird spot now where there's not a lot of sports on. College basketball is heating up, but not in March yet. So, yeah, no, I think they know this fight could. I think it'll be fun. We'll get to it. I think they value him in a decent way. They're not going to risk huge money for him, but he's worth.
Yeah.
But Bryce Mitchell's like the alt version of him.
It would take advertisers pulling out, which I also don't think like UFC advertisers are going to do that. I think they know what they're going to do.
Strickland, I think Dana White would say, hey, he's said worse.
Yeah.
That was a rant that felt, I agree. You guys said it perfectly. It almost felt forced.
Yeah.
It was just so much more like it's funny because he naturally at the media day is like a turn up version of himself. It just felt like I said, if his normal is like media days a 7, this felt like a 10. So like he really cranked
Strickland
it up.
just said Strickland's supposed to bring me at the extreme after this fight. I'll try talking some sense into him. I'll probably get this shit kicked out of me though.
Yeah. You fucking pussy. Let's
listen, don't get beat up for us, PC Strickland.
I will say he has. I'm sure we'll get to the fight later. Some of the pictures, he looks like he's in insane
ripped,
shape.
jacked,
insane shape.
Definitely.
This is a big one for him.
It's a huge one for him. Like if he
this
loses,
is a big time
fight.
Tough.
Huge fight.
Do you want to get into the card? Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before that?
Well, Connor did that whole thing where he tweeted, I signed a contract and deleted it.
Yep. Ronda and Gina. We haven't talked about Ronda Rousey's back.
And he brought up Ronda and Gina.
Ronda and Gina were brought up. I mean, Gina
I'm
off
interested
a
to see what's going to be on that card. Will they put kind of influencer fights too? And the thing about influencer fights are the boxing's pretty bad. MMA could even be worse. It could get crazy, but it could be worse.
But also like speaks to this fight that it was 4th on our list today of even priorities. Like, and I know it's like we talked about silly shit before, but this fight, I don't know any actual MMA fan that's like, wow, I'm really excited for that.
Why would you be? Because
Exactly.
I think you said it in your video, Bob. I think you like it'll do more numbers because it'll be distributed better and all that. But let's make no mistake, this is Tito Chuck 3.
100%.
With better distribution. That's what it is. With a better like broadcast partner, better distribution. It's on Netflix, so it's in like everyone's household. So it'll probably get like decent viewership.
We're gonna watch it.
But like, I'm gonna watch it. Like, even though I think
it.
it's gonna stink, but I'm gonna watch it just because like what else will I be watching at like midnight on like a Saturday in April?
Yeah.
Like I'm
Do
not
you guys think here's a thought I had. I don't know if I'm completely off base on this and maybe too far into the forest to see the trees or whatever. I think Ronda versus Misha 3 would have been more interesting. Just based on Misha
she's fought a lot more recently.
So the thought in my mind is like,
you're probably right.
Has she made up enough ground that she could finally beat her?
Now, but Misha's still in the UFC, right?
That's what I mean.
She hasn't fought in what, probably like 2-3 years?
No, a year. I bet on her recently and she lost.
Yeah.
Wasn't
she
that
fought Santos's wife.
You're right. That was not that long ago, I guess.
She couldn't get the
probably
takedowns going.
Though, yeah.
Yana Santos.
That was May 2025. Not even a year.
Wow.
I remember it. I really liked my issue.
So I don't know if logistically you could put that together, but I've seen other people bringing up like Ronda and Gina wasn't necessarily like even the dream fight back then. Everyone wanted Ronda and Cyborg, and Ronda and Gina was brought up, but Gina was retired before Ronda ever like came on the scene. And Gina, when she retired in 2009, it also felt like maybe the game had moved past her a little bit.
And low key, Gina now, well, actually not low key. She is a bigger name now.
Definitely. She was in Star Wars since.
And then she had the whole
very, like, political Elon
helped
her out.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think Gina really needs this fight. She has the money.
Well, Ronda claims that she gave Gina the fight because she saw an interview where Gina looked fat. Did you see that?
She's trying to sell it.
Dude, but it's insane that like the way she's selling it is like, I saw Gina Carano looked really out of shape, so I said I wanted to fight her.
It's crazy.
Like what?
I mean, it's more just crazy than like Gina has never fought in the UFC.
Yeah.
Ever. The thing in my mind is also like
she got beat up by Cyborg and just retired.
Yeah.
She's definitely more famous now than she was then.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I don't think MMA fans, today's MMA fan, remembers her from MMA.
How much has she even been training MMA?
I think none in the last 17 years.
So John Wood is training.
That's 17 years. Oh, John Wood's the trainer?
John Wood is training her. And I want to say, I'm going to fact check me on this. I believe he did an interview this week saying she's been training for like 6 or 7 months.
All right, maybe she's trying to lose weight.
I would say, quote,
17 years off.
Don't hold me to gunpoint on the 6 or 7 months. I could have swore he said that though. He definitely is actively training and has been at least for like.
Well, that makes sense because we heard a year ago, like, you're not going to believe this. Ronda is in talks with Gina, UFC.
And after this all came out, a lot of people said that.
Yes.
A lot of media members
Everyone
that
knew
was
this.
rumored.
This was like the worst kept secret. So I would assume the second Ronda went to Gina and said, let's put this together, she's been probably in the gym
Do
training.
you think that was the surprise?
I do.
That
I think Dana
said
I
that
do.
he
I
said
do.
you guys aren't.
And I'm
gonna believe
so curious how it fell apart. If they were just asking for too much money, or if Dana was he super interested in the first place? This isn't the sort of fight that he's normally interested
in. Yeah, but the way that he said it, I have something for 2025
that
and
nobody can see
that
coming.
nobody that
Yeah.
he must have been.
I think he was probably talking about this.
But it's wild because, I mean, obviously that was last year, but Ronda said they brought it to Dana and he wasn't interested.
Yeah.
She said that
And
on
that,
record.
I'm so curious because then she went out and said, we're definitely going to do better numbers than UFC and Paramount or whatever.
Well, yeah, it's Netflix.
And I just thought that was weird of her to say, it feels like the bridge has been burnt between them for the first time ever.
That is true.
And I don't know if it is. I could be completely misreading that, and maybe they're taking little shots and it's a haha, but I don't know. Her going
also
with Jake Paul
that brings
well.
up a good point. Maybe he's trying to sell the fight a little bit.
No doubt. But at Dana's expense.
True. And there's always been a good relationship between them. Great relationship.
Yeah. He went to WrestleMania when she debuted.
Yeah.
And talked about it with me. Vince put him in the nosebleeds.
Are y'all more excited for the Ronda fight or the Mike Tyson fight? Are you talking about the one in Congo with Floyd Mayweather? That one I doubt ever happens.
I guess Ronda, but they're both I wouldn't call myself excited for the Ronda fight at all.
The Floyd one with
that's a
Tyson
fake.
Will just be a sparring match.
Yeah,
he'll just go on the outside. He won't get hit, and then maybe there'll be a funny moment, cool moment.
This I do think will at least look like a vintage Ronda performance. I think she's gonna grab Gina, judo throw her, and armbar within a minute.
Yeah,
just in my mind, it's again when Gina retired, babies were born right after she retired that are driving cars now.
I mean, she was. When she retired, she was in her mid-20s.
And now
she's 40. She's 43.
She's 43.
Ronda's 39.
And it's not even the age. It's the 10 years off and 17 years off.
Both.
Were Chuck and Tito even off for that long when they fought the last time?
They probably weren't off for. They were definitely off. They were older, but they were definitely off for less than 7.
Yeah.
Chuck was almost 50.
17 years.
Then there was some retired fighters in the Jorge Masvidal 500K.
Yeah.
What is that? Bare knuckle.
Yeah, it's bare knuckle MMA.
Crazy tournament.
But
they're doing a heavy. The one it's Anthony Smith and Shea Sherman are fighting in it.
That's crazy.
Muhammad Usman, who got cuts in it.
Yeah, he's in it. There's a few other guys. I mean, is it? No, not Valle.
People wanted Jail to be in it. People were tweeting at Uncle Jail telling him to hop in.
So that is part of BKFC.
No, it's Game Bred
BMB.
It's Game Bred bare knuckle.
Dirty boxing?
No. It's his own thing. It's called Game Bred it's Game Bred bare knuckle MMA
with Mike Perry.
No, it's with Masvidal. It's Masvidal's thing. That's why it's called Game Bred.
Dude, come on.
Masvidal has his own promotion.
You can't be a serious person, Robbie. She could still fight. She was a badass in The Mandalorian. Come on, we're talking about her fights with Baby Yoda and shit.
Baby Yoda.
What are we talking about?
Oh shit.
And then,
but yeah, it's
a lot in the boxing world with Eddie Hearn.
Dana and Eddie Hearn saying in your garage, you put on these fights in your garage.
I will respect. Dana took an Eddie. I mean, he came back strong. It was a good clap back.
Yeah, and Dana, I'm sure
And Eddie,
next time we see him is clapping back this Saturday. Probably.
Oh yeah,
Eddie has the Ryan Garcia fight this weekend, right?
His DAZN, so I think
that's his, right? I think
his matchroom boxing.
It's so interesting and confusing to me how but then Turkey Al Sheikh is in bed with both of them.
Did you see he's got the Zuffa boxing and he's the way he's smiling holding the belt? That was really funny. All right, you want to get into this card?
Yeah.
First fight on the card, 5:15 p.m. Juliana Miller, Carli, Judice, minus 800.
Yeah, I think Judice. I think Judice styles on her.
Yeah.
I actually bet this a while
Straight
ago.
Up minus 800?
No, minus 400.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's all the way up to minus 800. I put her in a parlay. I put that out for the people. Parlayed with Jocelyn Edwards. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, I've obviously looked at to win by finish, but it's minus 160. I don't know if I want to lay that, but I think she's just going to finish her. I think she could finish her in round 1.
I think she could too.
I think Juliana Miller is not good at all.
She's not. She's bad, but
And
she's
I actually think
tough.
Carli Judice is good.
I do too.
Juliana Miller just got
Louisiana.
knocked out in the first round by I forget who, but we just saw her get knocked out in the first round against Carli Judice is a much better by Petrovic. Oh no, she got knocked out by Luana Santos. But Petrovic or Petrovic, she went to decision with in May. So she is tough. I agree with that.
Because when I watched her she was on Ultimate Fighter, and she has like Stockton vibes, like the way she fights. Like I remember saying, like but she's not skilled enough. Like when you've seen her in the UFC fighting like real UFC fighters, she just doesn't have the skill set.
Yeah,
I think she does. Yeah, I agree. I think she's gonna just run through her.
Then we've got Jordan Leavitt, the return, versus Yadier Duval. Duval minus 425. Jordan Leavitt. How many? He's lost a couple in a row, right? Am I crazy?
I feel like he's won a few in a row.
Yeah, I think he.
Am I crazy?
Yadier will
Yadier is his last fight. He won.
Oh, Jordan. Yeah,
Jordan won
Jordan
via
did win
fight
his last
fixing.
fight. He won his last 2 fights.
Yeah,
Or no, it's just his last fight.
Yeah, Duval was the infamous fight against
via fight fix
against Bulgarian.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty good, but Leavitt. I could see Leavitt being live, but I think he's so much younger than him, so much more athletic. He'll be the better striker. Yeah, I mean Duval is probably by submission like minus 100.
It's weird that Jordan Leavitt's made it 6 years in the UFC. He's not the worst fighter, but it's
submission just plus 165 exact method of victory on DK could be decent.
Yeah,
because I think it could be possible that Leavitt even finds a submission here. So you kind of like instead of just going with, but Duval, this will be an interesting fight for him. I'm interested to see how he looks. Leavitt's not a pushover.
No, he's not.
No, he's not horrible.
Pushover. I think Duval wins, but I mean it's not like not exactly a hot take. He's minus like 400.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he should have him. He's just bigger, stronger guy.
And then Soriano, Brahimaj, next fight. Brahimaj minus 115. Soriano minus 105. Just about to pick him. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 180.
I think this is a great fight.
I think it's a good fight too.
I
like the under.
Brahimaj has been underrated for a while. He had a strand. I feel like these last few, he kept being like a big dog and he would win.
Who was his last one against?
He had Golf. He had a good submission against. He just knocked out. Did he knock out? Was it Mickey Gall he knocked out? He knocked
Austin
out
Vanderford was his last fight.
He beat him, right?
Yep.
He choked him out?
Yeah. He beat Billy Ray Goff before that.
Goff was
Mickey
nasty.
Gall before that. Garimbo was his last loss.
Yeah, Brahimaj has that issue, I think, like with his neck or maybe it was his brain or something. And he was out for a while, and then he came back. He sucked, and then he really turned it around. Soriano is a guy that's a little bit. I feel like he should be better, but I may just be thinking of like I may be overvaluing. He just looks like $1 million. He looks like he should just walk in there and knock people out, but he doesn't really do that.
He does have big power.
Now he's
at 170.
I was looking at the over 2.5 plus 140 could be decent. I could see this being a back and forth, but Brahimaj, yeah. I mean, I missed. If you're betting him now, you missed the best line for him, and he's minus 115 now. He was a big underdog, not big, but yeah, this is an interesting fight.
I would think he would want to grapple and get a back take. I don't think he wants.
Soriano's wrestling is pretty good.
I don't think he wants to just trade with Soriano forever though.
Yeah,
he's probably going to eventually eat a right hand.
I think we're going to take a shot on that under. Jocelyn Edwards versus Nora Cornolle. Cornolle plus 260. Jocelyn Edwards minus 325. Not the best fight on this card.
I really like Jocelyn Edwards. Also, I think you may have skipped one.
Did I?
You skipped Jean Paul against Phil Rowe.
Oh, I don't have it on the DraftKings. Is it on there?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Refresh.
Weird. Oh, yeah. Phil Rowe versus Jean Paul.
This is a great fight.
Phil Rowe plus 164. Jean Paul minus 198.
They think highly of Jean Paul. Debut against Phil Rowe is like they're definitely.
I know, yeah, geez, that's a tough debut.
He's the guy he was like the jiu-jitsu guy, but he had a crazy knockout in Contender Series, like insane knockout. head kick into like right hand that literally like killed him.
Was he towards the end of the season on Contender Series last year?
I want to say like middle-ish end, yeah. Maybe more toward
that.
Now, Jean Paul has been knocked out.
Oh, I definitely remember his look. Yeah.
He's been knocked out twice. Phil Rowe, my thing is, I may take like a Phil Rowe round 2, round 3 here, just a little sprinkle, because I think if this gets extended, I think Phil Rowe could take him because Phil Rowe finds ways to take over.
He's a dog.
We saw that again.
The Ange Lucer performance, incredible.
And so let me take a look at those. Phil Rowe,
I like the look.
Round 2, 10-1, round 3, 14-1. Maybe a little bit of sprinkle. I like Jean Paul, but I think this may be too much to ask of him in his debuting fight in the UFC. Phil Rowe, in my opinion, is good. He's also Jean Paul. He's small. Phil Rowe is going to look like a giant in there compared.
Tall, way taller,
and his length
longer.
is crazy. And for a guy like Jean Paul that hasn't had the best striking. Now, here's the thing: we just saw Phil Rowe get taken down a billion times by the Green fighter and kind of just got dominated. So we could see Jean Paul doing that too.
Also, to Jean Paul, the guy he fought in Contender Series was one of those like what's the Massachusetts one? Is it Cage Titans?
Yeah.
Like they're known for like not like the guy he fought in Contender was not good.
He was one of those unfortunate. There was a trend this year where there was teachers fighting, and I think he fought one of those teachers.
Yeah.
Class was watching.
Yes.
They had a live watch along, and they showed it before it, and then they didn't show the reaction of.
He was flatlined within like 30.
Thank God it wasn't like the early, Apex Contender Series cards where they would always cut to the loser's family.
Yeah,
like during the finish. It was
imagine your entire like middle school like history class watching you get like not just like lose, but like brutally knocked out within like less than a minute.
Oh.
Like you eat a head kick, you have chicken legs.
I'd be like, I ain't going back.
Right hand down the pipe, you face plant into the mat.
I'm not facing those kids.
Didn't land one strike in the fight.
Yeah.
I'm laughing, but I feel bad for the guy. But
and then I assume
you don't play fighting.
To go back to the Jocelyn Edwards fight, everyone on Jocelyn Edwards.
Yeah, I think she's gonna get a finish here. I took her minus 260 earlier in the week. I parlayed her. I gave out parlay of minus 300 for her. I think she's just gonna. Ever since she went and started training with Valentina, she's just been a different animal. She actually did. This is a rematch. She lost. It was a weird decision in France. Nora is French, but she got a bunch of takedowns there, and I think Jocelyn's just gonna finish her here. I think I'm gonna take the fight doesn't go the distance plus 180 just because maybe like Nora finds something, but winning method to win by finish plus 320 Jocelyn's very intriguing, to be honest. Remove that.
I like Jocelyn in the fight. She should be the clear. I mean, she's been on a nice run. She should be the clear favorite. I like what she's to do. Like her striking's a lot better. I mean, she slept Zombie Girl bad.
Yep.
She loves the kicks up the middle. I like it. I think it's I agree, like a safe parlay piece. I don't mind going after the finish because I definitely think she's live for it.
And in the last fight she had against Nora, she was getting takedowns. Like she's only gotten better at that, and I think she's gotten a lot more aggressive. Old Jocelyn Edwards, we kind of saw someone that was a little timid, and you saw a body, a figure that could be really, really good because like she has those huge legs.
Yeah,
she's
long
tall,
too.
Yeah, and she can be she just has an elite setup to be really good. And I think training with Valentina has really taken her to the next level. And I don't really think Nora's that good. I think we could find a finish here. So yeah, I was intrigued by the finish number.
Then Louis Gurule versus Alden Coria. Alden Coria, the heavy favorite, minus 305 in this one. Pretty decent amount of like pretty heavy favorites on this card. Not the craziest, obviously, minus 300, but
I don't know if you guys remember, but when like Gurule came into the UFC, people were like really high on him.
He was minus like 200 against Ode Osbourne.
Yeah.
And then got knocked out.
He was in the next fight.
And Alden Coria, a great win against Costa in his last fight. He was a plus 340 underdog, but I think this may be a little bit of like a price over correction. Now, Coria, however you pronounce it, could just finish him. And I think but I think if this gets extended, I think Gurule could make this a fight. I bet him plus 230, so it's out to plus 245. I still like it. I think he can kind of give him if this goes into the third round and there's no knockout, I don't know. I think he can. His striking's not awful. The only thing is he's small. He's small.
That's if he can grapple a little bit, if he can get takedowns, hold him against the fence a little bit. I think that's what he need to do. I don't hate the look.
Also, this is kind of a last stand for him. 2 losses in the UFC.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. If he gets finished here, he's probably done.
And I think if he goes out there on the front foot, I think he could give Coria a tough time. I took him plus 230. Not my favorite play of the card, but I like it.
Then you mentioned Osbourne. He's up next against, is it Idiris or Idiris?
I believe it's Idiris. He was the guy who he lost in the Ultimate Fighter finale against Morales.
Gotcha.
He was who I really liked. He's a phenomenal striker. Morales exposed him as like a grappler, and Morales also just a guy who was in the UFC years ago. I think just a lot more experience.
Yeah.
He also was one of those weird guys where he was 1-2 in the UFC and got cut, and his losses were to he lost to Figueiredo and somebody else
even count,
and beat someone. So
contract.
I think he was someone who probably just slipped through the cracks. Who just he just got exposed.
He's minus 130 here.
I think he was minus 500 against Morales and lost. To me, seeing that fight, even though this is going to be a different fight, it's hard to juice against Osbourne. He's fought everybody. I mean, he was giving Usyk hell on the feet.
He knocked him down, right?
That's what I'm saying. To me, I don't see how you can I'm taking he's a dog. I think
I haven't bet it, but I don't blame anybody taking Osbourne.
Just so experienced, this guy was his only fight in the UFC. He got worked.
I can't believe the U.S. women's team is losing, man.
So is it still
1-0 late in this
Canada? They played them 2 weeks ago, right? And won 5-0.
Yeah, and they were minus 500. I mean,
wow.
Tough.
Chidi up next against Carlos Leal.
This is a great fight.
Really good fight. This is the last one on the prelims as well.
Even though the lines are a bit wide, not here, but on some other fights, I think a lot of these fights are really good.
Oh, agreed. I think this is a pretty good fight night card. In general,
definitely
a good card. Chidi plus 110, Carlos minus 130. Again, just good prelim headliner.
I bet Chidi plus 114.
Nice.
I really like him here. I think he could give Leal hell.
Finish him?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the under 1.5 is minus 160. I don't think this one's getting to. They both throw.
They both are finishers. Yeah, especially Chidi.
I think Chidi could find him. Chidi's limbs are just so long. I think he could find Leal. Chidi's body is very similar to Sadabusi, who Sadabusi beat Leal twice in the PFL. Although one fight was a little close, but I think Chidi's power is going to give him, and also. Leal didn't get knocked out not too long ago, really brutally.
By Muslim. Yeah,
by Muslim. And so I think Chidi could do it again. I bet him. I like it. I like him. Anything below minus 110. I think this is a 50-50 fight. If you get an underdog, I really like him. A great fight. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, I love Chidi. I bet him already too. I agree with everything you said. He's just so long. I mean, he's longer. Leal has power too. I think Chidi has more power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of not a great matchup for Leal because it's a striking battle with someone who I think is a better striker. We this is going to be longer, hits harder. That just I agree. Anything plus money, I feel is no brainer.
Yeah. Then the main card, Jacobe Smith kicks things off against Josiah Harrell. Jacobe Smith minus 310. Did I again?
Zach Reese?
I'm telling you, this is not. It's not even on my thing. Let me refresh again. Zach Reese is on there now. What the fuck kind of tricks is my computer doing on me? Zach Reese, Michel Pereira, Zach Reese plus 130, Michel minus 155. I was just out there. Nate said, "Oh, is there a card this weekend?" I said, "Oh yeah, they're in Houston." And he Googled it and he goes, "Oh, Pereira's really fallen off, huh?" I was like, "Fallen off?" I was like, "I don't know. He's on the main card. It's kind of like where he has been." And then I went, "Oh, you think it's Alex?"
There's 9 Pereiras.
And he 100% thought it was Alex.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So it's so funny. Michel Pereira won 8 straight.
Yep.
Fights in the UFC, and now he's people talk about him he's the most washed fighter of all time.
He has and has looked very bad his last few.
He's back.
I think Fluffy took his soul. I'm not even saying this has been the fight that I think I've looked at the line and just it has my brain in a pretzel. Because I think I know what you're gonna say, and I think I'm gonna agree with just skill set, experience, all these things.
I'm not betting him.
He should beat Zach Reese. You think on paper he should.
Yeah.
But he's looked so bad. That's what has my brain in a pretzel being I can't do this. And he just gets randomly knocked out again.
I took under 1.5. I took it earlier in the week at -110, -105. It's -130 now in DK.
I like that. I don't hate that at all.
I think also Zach Reese, his style is very clear. These two guys are going to go in there, and I think they're just going to throw. And I think one's going to get put out.
Reese is also weirdly, he was like this, every fight ends in the first round, and then like he's had a couple like decisions.
I was gonna say, I weirdly feel like this could be like a boring decision for Pereira, where it's like a lackluster performance where he wins.
Could happen. I think he's at the point of his career though that he's just putting on bangers.
Maybe.
Who? Reese, you're saying, or
Michel?
Pereira?
Pereira.
Yeah.
And Reese
should.
Both
Reese needs to do the same. Just be the exciting guy that
Yeah.
kills or gets killed.
Yes.
Be that guy.
Then it's the Jacobe Smith fight. Jacobe Smith -310, Harrell +250. No other.
They're giving Harrell respect, because Jacobe to me is one of those like superhuman like prospects.
Yeah, I mean,
all American wrestler in college, Oklahoma State. If you look at him, have you seen the picture of him this week? He's always been a freak. The one I saw of him this week at the doing like the promo picture, he looks like he looks like the Hulk.
This is where we're getting to the point. Like Jacobe Smith is the guy that comes to the UFC that wouldn't have been around in 2015, 2010, because he would have focused on another sport. But because UFC has gotten so big, MMA has gotten so big, he sees the path, and we're getting some more freak athletes. I know he probably would have wrestled this whole thing, but I look at this and sometimes it's very interesting because he's a wrestler, but his cardio is so suspect. And Josiah is the guy that, I mean, his story is unbelievable. He was about to fight JDM.
Yeah, he was the guy who got the brain thing.
But he's continued to fight. He's
4-0 since.
He's continued to beat some decent guys. But Jacobe Smith's the athleticism gap is so huge. But if Josiah Harrell makes it a scrap late into the fight, and they haven't released the odds yet, I may be looking at.
You're saying
like Harrell, like round 3.
I just when I saw, because Jacobe Smith's one of those guys, I feel like he's just like -1,000 for the first like 4 fights of his career, and I was like, oh, minus like 285. It was like 298, something like that. And I was like, okay, like they respect Josiah Harrell, like they don't think he's a bum. So that was interesting to me.
He's beaten some decent guys on the. I think it was in LFA. So, yeah, I don't. If there's a good number on Jacobe Smith round 1, I may get, but I don't know, maybe something above like 250 plus 300.
He's got crazy power,
and I also think he just like could get on top of Josiah. Could just be like just crazy. But
the honestly, I thought the knockout he had at Preston Parsons was just freakish. Because it was one of those, like the way he's
a freak.
Way he threw it, it was like he learned how to punch like that, like in the last, like he just learned that.
Yeah.
Like that's how, but it's like he's so like he just hits. It was precise, and he hits so hard.
He's only going to continue to go.
Yeah, he's got big potential, huge potential.
Then Delija versus Spivak. Spivak +120, Delija -142, under 1.5 -140. Should be a good one.
This is an interesting fight too.
I think this is going to be exciting.
Because I mean, like Spivak, a lot of people thought he got robbed, or was at least controversial to some degree, questionable against Waldo, and that fight played out mostly on the feet. So I wonder. I just wonder if Delija, like if Spivak can maybe do that, maybe he can get the grappling going. Like I don't know. So Spivak's kind of intriguing here.
I don't blame you. If I had to take somebody here, I'd take Spivak. I also think people forget that Delija had some just like kind of shaky. Oh, USA scored a goal.
Really?
There's the goal. I was watching on the DK. Good. Like the DK. DK had it before anybody else.
Who got it? Yep, seeing all the tweets come in now. USA with like 3 minutes left. 3 minutes, something like
no, that. Like 2 minutes left.
Oh my god,
holy shit!
That's great for USA. Also, I have a tweet that sometimes I'll tweet things and I just can't believe they get to the level that they get to. I tweeted that Canada has 0 gold medal. It has,
and now you need to make
7.5 million views because everyone was quote tweeting saying like at least we don't have our president who's a pedophile. And then also, like, they're like, well, you're not athletic. I said, I never said I want a fucking gold medal, bro. They're like, this is literally you. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, if the woman lost this game, they would have been.
Oh, and it was Hillary
been
Knight
on your
scored
ass.
too.
Anyway,
Captain.
this is a fight. I think like Delija. He had some tough fights in the PFL, and I think Spivak's not a guy like he's good.
He is.
And he's been in there with everybody.
Literally everyone.
I think if I had to bet this, I'd take Spivak plus 120. I think I still might. I think this should be like minus 110, right? Or
Yeah, I think so. That's I think Spivak just has multiple ways he could win the fight.
Yeah.
And Delija just had one. Delija, I think's got to go just like knock him out basically.
And I think also
and he can, but I mean,
like Tybura and Spivak are very similar kind of prototypes. But Spivak's a little bit younger, and like we saw what Delija did to Tybura, but not every fight's the same. Who knows? Tybura may have just not even been like that locked in for the camp, but Spivak loses hot ability guaranteed.
like get me on Delija.
Then we've got Dan Ige versus Melquizael Costa. Ige
a great fight.
Plus
Great
180. Fight. Costa minus 218. I think just I'm an all-time buy into Dan Ige as an underdog guy.
I don't blame you. I
He'll
love Mel
fight
Costa.
for your money.
I love Mel Costa.
He's burned me a couple times recently as a dog.
He's burned me a couple times.
Has.
Well.
But I'm ready to I'm ready to go back. Like I'm not ready to quit him yet.
I'm not ready.
And Melky's been in a great run, but he got flatlined by Steve Garcia, who's on a great run himself.
Also a new nickname.
No disrespect.
Dan Ige?
Dan, no 100K.
The bonuses.
100 grand Dan. She had a hot Billy.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I saw like
that just sold you.
That I'm sold.
Now it's a $5.
100 grand Dan.
Listen, 2 units.
100 grand Dan is good.
Yeah, that's good.
Tell me you can't find the knockout here.
100 grand Dan.
I also think
knockout plus like 450, 500.
I think this fight has the biggest potential outside of maybe the main event to be the holy shit. Why was he plus 180?
Yeah. Plus 400 knockout.
Oh, besides the main event, little teaser.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't think it's gonna go that way, but I think it's in the cards.
Fair.
Then the co-main event, Jeff Neal versus Uros Medic. Jeff Neal minus 218. He also just came out the last few weeks and kind of like opened up about how he had addiction issues and went into very few fights like in good shape, feeling good. I think he said he would usually stop drinking like 2 weeks before fights.
And that could be, you don't even know if that's
like,
actually.
Yeah. But apparently, going into this one
DUI
clean and
So that's great for Jeff. I mean, the fact that he gave us like one of the best fights of the past few years while like drinking during training camp and everything's crazy.
He's giving us some great fights.
It's like the John Jones stuff. Like John Jones rolls off the couch doing coke. And
I mean, if Jeff Neal, if that's real, I mean, this is a fight where like, should the under one not be like minus 1,000, or am I wrong? Am I crazy for that? Like, Jeff Neal's kind of hard to get out of there. The only time,
I would say Pratas was the first time he got knocked out, right?
And it was a crazy. He didn't really get hurt before that. It was a crazy spinning shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Pratas, not to take away from him,
ridiculous. It's one of those where when I saw the line, I thought Jeff Neal was going to be minus like 400. Maybe that was crazy. It made me that high.
Like minus 180 earlier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was shocked that he was in like the 200 range, even lower, and that's came up a little bit. It almost made me where I'm like, it made me start overthinking it. Cause like, did they think Medic is going to clip him? But I mean, if he, like you said, if he's so much healthier and doing better, and he's performing well against like better, because Medic is a guy who like he gets chinned.
The only time we've seen Medic pass.
He's never won
a half round.
Medic has never won a fight without finishing his opponent.
I think
never won a decision.
Crazy.
And I don't think he's ever gone to decision.
He's got to finish in every loss too. I know his finish rate's 100%. He's never won a fight by decision.
He's the Alaskan. He claims he's from Alaska, which is hilarious, but he's actually from Serbia. That
is funny.
Yeah, he's never. He's never gone to decision in his career.
That's under 1.5. I don't.
And all of his fights have gone. The furthest the fight has gone, it's Matthew Semmelsberger into the third round.
I remember that fight. I was pissed he was losing. I was on Semmelsberger. He was winning, and then he just got knocked out randomly.
So I think it's like
why is
I don't
Neal
know
only
how
minus, like,
I don't know
200?
how
Why?
Jeff Neal. I don't know how this fight really gets to the goes that far because it's either Uros Medic finishes Jeff Neal right away, and he's just like there. He's not. Everything he's been telling us isn't really true, or if Jeff Neal is that improved version of himself, I don't know how Uros Medic gets further than 7 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Jeff Neal's boxing will This could be one of the nastier knockouts of the night.
I think so. Like it feels too easy. That's what's holding me back. I think Jeff Neal's fought and beaten much better guys than Medic has fought.
Yeah.
And Jeff Neal has the better chin. Unless like he got hit with one spinning back elbow and it's gone.
Over. Yeah. Did USA and Canada just draw? Is the game over?
No. It's gold medal.
Oh, I saw Merle's just tweeted.
Maybe
Whoops.
it was first 60 minutes.
Oh, maybe.
Three-way, yeah.
Gotcha. I was like,
so like three-way. It's just like the first 60 minutes.
I was like, how do you draw in a gold medal game? All right, and then the main event, we've got Sean Strickland versus Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
Awesome fight. Strickland
plus 225, Anthony Hernandez minus 278, under 4.5 rounds plus 140.
I bet Anthony minus 250.
Yep.
I really just I think he ragdolls him. I think he's, but do you think he can get him out of there?
I think he probably can.
I've
been super impressed with him.
I kind of think he wins by decision. Because
that's probably the most
Strickland's
likely.
Been like very good defending takedowns generally. He does have like underrated jiu-jitsu and all that. Like he doesn't really get, but I guess when was the last time he fought someone that really was like challenging that a ton? But I mean, there was times where I think it's funny. I remember someone brought it up in the chat earlier, like when he beat Imavov, it was just taking him down. And obviously he's not going to do that to Fluffy. Like Fluffy's going to try to do that to him. But I think both their cardios are so good. I think that's what makes it fascinating.
No, but
because will he be able to just drown Strickland like he drowns everyone else? Because Strickland has drowned other people.
Yeah.
So I wonder, like, will he be able to drown him in the same way that he's drowned?
Will Strickland
pretty
be able
much
to be
everyone
frustrating like he normally is against Anthony Hernandez? I don't know.
It's just, will he be able to get like just to, like take him down and he's gonna get back up, take it just over and over, and then he does that to everyone. So I mean, it's hard. And Strickland, it doesn't have crazy power.
No.
So you're not sitting there like being like, and not that he couldn't listen. Anyone can, like he Strickland knocked out Brendan Allen. Like if you just land that good shot on the chin, obviously you can change a fight. But I mean, I think it's one of the lesser likelier outcomes that he like chins Hernandez randomly.
Yeah.
I think that's the least likely.
What happens
outcome.
if Fluffy can't get takedowns going?
That's the other fear. His striking was better. Like I just rewatched the Leeds fight yesterday. It was really good. And I thought the best it's looked, but also part of that success is like just having him on the back foot the entire time and just drowning him with pressure. Because he doesn't even need to like sustain the takedowns. It's crazy how his style is so much just like take him down, let him he gets back up, take him down again, take him down again, take him down again, and just drown him with having to like continue to get back up. But their cardios are so good. That's what it's like.
The thing with Fluffy is like he could get dominated in round 1, round 2, but he's still going to keep coming forward in round 3, round 4, round 5. Like he's not somebody. So, but I just think he's just the better fighter. I also think there's a little bit of. Yeah, we haven't seen Sean against a really great, and I mean, people brought up Imavov, but Imavov has been very clear that something was off about him in that fight. I don't know, maybe he's just saying that because he lost, but yeah, over 4.5 is minus 180 now.
I don't hate that either because I just think they both don't have crazy like.
Yeah,
I think Sean's submission defense is just going to be elite.
That's what I think too. That's kind of why I think it's going to go the distance because I don't think he's going to knock Fluffy out. I think he's going to be able to defend submission attempts.
But I think Fluffy's going to be able to take him down a lot.
I think he is too. That's why I think ultimately he'll win. I think he'll get the decision. He'll win enough minutes.
Hot Billy wants to know if there's any chance Bad Bunny walks Fluffy out. That would be
fire
electric.
if he did.
That would be absolutely
That'd be
electric.
pretty sick.
Well, do you think Cain Velasquez is going to be there this weekend?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Show him on the Jumbotron, biggest pop ever.
You think he's allowed to that quick from getting released?
I don't know.
Depends on his parole.
Yeah.
It's a lot of times it's kind of like, I don't know. Obviously, I have no idea what his situation is.
Yeah, he may not be able to
post-release, but-
Where I think where
He lives in California, right?
Yeah.
So
Like San Jose area.
Yeah.
you may not be able to leave the state, but they sometimes allow you to do that. Like
That's I didn't know
you
if
get a
maybe
permission.
it just seems soon, but you
Yeah.
never know. I'd love to see him there. That'd be great.
And obviously putting him on the screen would be great. Houston.
Oh,
Would be
insane!
an
Oh my
insane
god,
pop.
the pop you'd get
Yeah.
in Houston
Yeah.
I mean,
People
for-
going
of all
of
places.
all places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he would just
For
be.
Something
I mean,
to happen
some people
to
are
his
saying that he
family.
would like. I saw a tweet that said, "Oh, Kane's gonna walk out fluffy." I couldn't. It seemed like that was made up, but that would be crazy.
It would be awesome if he did. All right. That was UFC Houston. We will talk to you next time. Go USA.